Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a topic that's incredibly important yet frequently misunderstood: comprehensive sex education. When I say sex education, what immediately pops into your head? For many people, it's those awkward middle school health classes with outdated videos and giggling classmates. Maybe you remember vague diagrams that left you with more questions than answers. Or perhaps in your experience, sex education was simply absent, a topic avoided entirely at school and at home. But here's what most people don't realize: quality sex education encompasses so much more than just the biological basics of reproduction. It's actually about empowering individuals with knowledge to make informed decisions about their bodies, their relationships, and their lives. We're talking about crucial topics like consent, healthy relationships, sexual health, gender identity, and personal safety. In this video, we're going to break down exactly what comprehensive sex education should include, why it matters so much, and how it positively impacts people's lives at every age. Whether you're a teenager navigating puberty, a parent wondering how to approach these conversations, or just someone who wants to understand this important social issue better, this video is for you. Before we dive in, if you find this kind of open, honest discussion valuable, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Your support helps us create more content that tackles important but often avoided topics. Now, let's get into it. So first, let's clearly define what we mean by sex education. At its most fundamental level, sex education is the process of acquiring knowledge and forming attitudes, beliefs, and values about identity, relationships, and intimacy. But comprehensive sex education goes far beyond just the mechanics of sex. It's a multidimensional approach that includes biological components. This covers anatomy, puberty, reproduction, and understanding how our bodies work. But importantly, it should include all bodies, not just heterosexual norms. Emotional and psychological aspects: we're talking about developing healthy relationships, understanding consent, and that consent must be enthusiastic and ongoing, recognizing emotional manipulation, and building communication skills. Health and safety information: this includes STI prevention, with actual facts about transmission and protection, contraceptive options, their effectiveness and proper use, and recognizing signs of unhealthy relationships or abuse. Gender and sexuality education: comprehensive programs discuss gender identity, sexual orientation, and help combat harmful stereotypes. This is crucial for creating inclusive environments where all students feel seen and respected. Media literacy: in our digital age, young people need tools to critically analyze how sexuality is portrayed in media, advertising, and pornography, which often present unrealistic and sometimes harmful representations. What's fascinating is that research shows when sex education covers all these areas, students don't just learn facts, they develop critical thinking skills that help them navigate complex situations throughout their lives. Now you might be wondering, why is this so important? Let's look at the real-world impact. Consider these facts. According to the World Health Organization, every year there are about 121 million unintended pregnancies globally. Many of these could be prevented with proper education about contraception. The CDC reports that STDs have been rising dramatically in recent years, with half of all new infections occurring in people aged 15 to 24. But the consequences of poor or absent sex education go beyond just physical health. Studies show that young people who receive comprehensive sex education are more likely to delay sexual activity until they're ready, have fewer sexual partners when they do become active, are significantly more likely to use protection when they do have sex, report higher self-esteem and body confidence, are better equipped to recognize and avoid abusive relationships. Perhaps most importantly, quality sex education helps combat shame and misinformation. Many adults carry unnecessary shame about their bodies or sexuality simply because no one ever gave them accurate, judgment-free information. Not all sex education is created equal though. There are fundamentally different approaches being taught today. The abstinence-only approach focuses exclusively on encouraging young people to avoid sex until marriage. While this sounds good in theory, in practice these programs often withhold information about contraception, present exaggerated failure rates of condoms and birth control, ignore LGBTQ+ experiences entirely, frequently include moral judgments rather than facts. In contrast, comprehensive sex education takes an evidence-based approach that teaches abstinence as the most effective prevention method, but also provides complete information about contraception and disease prevention, includes discussion of healthy relationships and consent, covers topics relevant to all genders and sexual orientations. The data is clear. Comprehensive programs lead to better health outcomes without increasing sexual activity. In fact, they often delay first sexual experiences as students learn to make more thoughtful decisions. Let's tackle some common myths that prevent people from supporting comprehensive sex education. Myth 1. Teaching about sex will make teens want to try it. Reality: numerous studies show the opposite. Comprehensive education actually leads to teens waiting longer to become sexually active. Knowledge doesn't rush behavior, it leads to more responsible choices. Myth 2. Parents should be the only ones teaching this. Reality: while parental involvement is crucial, many parents lack accurate information themselves or feel uncomfortable discussing it. Schools can provide standardized, professional instruction that complements family values. Myth 3. Kids are too young for this information. Reality: age-appropriate education starts early. Teaching preschoolers about body autonomy and consent lays the foundation for later discussions about relationships and sexuality. If you're realizing your own education was lacking, here's how to fill those gaps. For factual information, turn to reputable sources like Planned Parenthood's website. They have specific sections for teens and parents. Scarleteen.com, fantastic for honest, inclusive advice. Amaze.org, great video resources for young people. Some excellent books include It's Perfectly Normal for Younger Teens, The Guide to Getting It On for Older Teens and Adults, Come As You Are for Understanding Sexual Well-Being. And remember, healthcare providers are there to answer questions confidentially without judgment. At its heart, quality sex education is about respect for yourself and others. It provides the tools to understand and care for your body, navigate relationships safely, and ethically make informed decisions about your health and future. If this video gave you new perspective, let me know in the comments. What was your sex education experience like? What do you wish you'd learned earlier? If you found this helpful, please share it. These conversations matter. And subscribe for more content that tackles important topics with honesty and care. Remember, knowledge isn't just power, it's protection. See you next time.